Good afternoon, with Channel News and Hannibal. I'm Aaron Krugge with News.
I'm Reagan Dunn with Entertainment.
And I'm Grant Gephardt with Sports.
Stay tuned to hear why 2 dorms are closing on campus,
Some cool places to adventure,
And the latest on HLGU Sports.
Kleckner and Lewis and Brown are going to be packed next school year. HLGU has decided that they will shut down Pulliam and move all the girls into Lewis and Brown, Kleckner, and the Pulliam Street apartments. With the enrollment being down and Pulliam needing renovations, the shutdown was needed. Kleckner will be packed, and some people are concerned. Kleckner resident Emma Anderson says that one of the concerns is laundry.
So I understand why Pulliam is closing, I get it, but at the same time I also can't help but wonder how frustrating it might be next year with so many girls packed into one dorm. And also when it comes to the laundry situation, we're all going to be sharing 4 washers and 4 dryers. And even now, when you go down there sometimes, they're all taken and you just got to wait your turn. So I can definitely see how it could be problematic, but we'll get through it. It'll be all right. But I definitely see how there might be some frustrations involved.
Anderson says she can also see the positive side of the shutdown.
I can definitely see the community aspect of it, of how you're always going to have someone next door, you're always going to have someone across the hall. So definitely when it comes to being closer to girls on campus, I can see where that'd be a positive.
The community atmosphere in these dorms will be strengthened by the move. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure you contact your RA or RD. Make sure you stay tuned for our next segment, Coffee with the Trojans. Alright, well we are here with Miss Dottie Turner with your Coffee with the Trojans. So, what do you think about the dorms closing?
I feel like it could be a good thing to let the school renovate the other dorm and it'll probably go closer friendships because that's what Kleckner's about. But at the same time, it'll probably be crowded.
Yeah, what do you think about laundry? Because I know laundry's already a big issue in Kleckner.
It'll probably be a struggle. I mean, they're not living there next semester, but it'll probably still be a struggle.
Yeah, I think it's gonna cause a lot more problems. You think that they're gonna give us access to the back door, for those that do live in Kleckner?
Probably not, since there's already no access really now, only except to the RAs and the RD. And since there's more people, that might cause more trouble. It's kind of like a secret entrance. So.
Basically, yeah. You do have a good point there. What do you think about the new Starbucks on campus?
I think it's a really good thing so that you don't have to drive to Quincy and use all your gas, and you can just use your Trodo here at school that they give to you, unless you run out before it comes. Like I did.
Because we used to have to call these. And also, Quincy's just quite a far drive. It's 20, 30 minutes. Gas is expensive.
Right.
I think it's almost $3 a gallon.
Yeah, I think we're college students.
Yeah, college students are broke about this time of the year.
They have the Easter egg hunt and stuff. That was fun. Still kind of even though we're adulting, it's still kind of a kiddish thing to do and go and have fun.
Yeah, it just gives us a break from doing homework.
Right.
This time of the year gets crazy with finals, with final projects, with tests, papers, anything and everything that you can think of going on. I also enjoy finals feast and the midnight breakfast.
Yeah, I think the midnight breakfast is a big hit for everyone.
Yeah.
Kind of like a study break when you're up all night.
Stay tuned for Reagan's segment. Reagan will have more on that later, but we just wanted to hit on that a little bit. I also I enjoy just the little parties that they have throughout the year. It's the spring party where they bring in food or have, just different snacks.
They always have fruit pie.
Fruit pie is the best if you haven't heard. Not sure who makes it, but whoever you are, good job.
Are there any events you watch time?
Personally, I think intramurals, they're good, but they're more focused towards athletes.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really sign up for them.
Yeah, and I know that there's been a lot of them that have been canceled because of lack of participation.
It's because coaches don't let us do that.
Again, athletes are more the focus for that. I also don't like how the sand volleyball court is down by the guys' dorms. It's an inconvenience for us.
A little bit.
Way clear across campus on the other side. I think with, I don't know about you, but I think with the outdoor seating, there needs to be more, because I know with nicer days, I want to be outside. I want to have access to the internet while still being outside.
Right. I think they should build picnic tables outside in the area in front of Kleckner or something.
That would be nice.
Be really easy to use.
With little charging ports for our laptops?
Yeah.
So, our laptops like to die all the time. Because we're using them for papers, projects, homework. All right, let's move on to kind of professor issues. I know you have mentioned criminal justice is struggling.
Right. We only have one advisor as of now, and so he's in charge of like 40-some students. So you just kind of become your own professor so that he can find teachers for the classes and work out everyone's schedules.
I can only imagine how stressful that is.
Right. We're working at. I like the closeness that you get with like everybody. It's a small campus. I mean, there's kind of a lot of students, but you can know everyone when you walk around campus.
Yeah.
And the professors are welcoming and they actually care and want to help you succeed.
You can at least like know their faces, like know the names. When somebody says like so and so, you're like, yeah, I kind of know who you're talking about. You're like, I've seen them once or twice. So like you said, you know, with the professors, I really like the closeness that you can get with your professors. Mm-hmm. How they're constantly there, like they're an office visit away, phone call away. Like if you need something, they truly care, and they're willing to take their time to listen to you rant or rage or care about your personal life. And grades. They also care about your grades. So like they're really like, hey, why'd you get this D on this test? And you're like, because I didn't study or something like that. And so, or I had this come up. And so they're really willing to work with you with that. And I know with athletes, they're willing to take their time to like reschedule tests, give them quizzes here, let them make up their projects. So that's really key when you have a lot of athletes. I think Hannibal honestly is pretty lame when it comes to events for college students because there's just nothing. Like Hannibal's not a college town.
Right.
It's like that perfect little Christian college town where like we don't party, we don't do anything.
And I know a lot of college students go to like Mimi's, and since it was built, I feel like a lot of other customers are college students, which is a good thing. Java Jive's also good to go to.
I feel like though they could be doing more to like reach out to us.
Right.
Whether it's providing just like a discount. If you show your ID, you get like 20% off. Okay, that's a lot. Like 5%, you know, just something, some sort of discount or like some reward system.
Like
Right.
Sonic has that.
Yeah. So I like at some students of HOG, and you get a discount off your drink,
Right.
which it is 1 drink per car, by the way. Well, that's it for Coffee with the Trojans. Thank you, Dottie, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And stay tuned for your weather forecast, which will be coming up shortly. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Aaron Priggy here with your weather. Currently, it's about 56 degrees. It's a little chilly. You might need a jacket, maybe some sweatpants, some jeans. But I would definitely prefer or recommend tennis shoes. Later on this week, you can expect it to be about between 60s, 70s, cloudy with some sun. Break out those chacos if you want, but just be prepared. It could be a little chilly for your walk to class. And for graduation, it's supposed to be cloudy, mid-60s, hopefully some sun, hopefully it won't rain. So on your way to class, on your way to the CAF, on the way to your science center, come by and check out this new tree. Hannibal was recognized as a tree campus. This tree is part of honoring the HLGU as receiving the Tree Campus USA Award. So each year, the school gets awarded with this, and they are donated a tree to plant on campus. So as you can see, we have a lot of trees on campus, and a lot of them have been planted because of this award. And that's it for now, and we'll send on to entertainment with Reagan.
Are you a student athlete, an education major, or just a student in general? Then the Roland Library is a place to be. You can check out books at the front desk, study with friends, relax, and do homework in oversized chairs. Even view the many children's books. Come on over to the Hannibal LaGrange Roland Library, located at the main entrance off campus, right off of Palmyra Road. To kick off this entertainment segment, enjoy an original music video made by me, Reagan Dunn. This is Sunflower by Post Malone.
looking at you sideways, party on till. Ooh, certain things you just can't refuse. She wanna ride me like a cruise, and I'm not trying to lose. Then you're left in the dust, unless I stuck by ya. You're a sunflower, I think your love would be too much, or you'd be left in the dust, unless I stuck by ya. You're the sunflower, you're the sunflower.
Every time I'm leaving on you, you don't make it easy, no. Wish I could be there for you, give me a reason to. Oh, every time I'm walking out, I can hear you telling me to turn around. Fighting for my trust and you won't back down. Even if we gotta risk it all right now. I know you're scared of the unknown, you don't wanna be alone. I know I always come and go, but it's out of my control. And you'll be left in the dust, unless I stuck by you. You're the sunflower, I think your love would be too much, or you'll be left in the dust, unless I stuck by you. You're the sunflower, you're the sunflower.
Not only is Hannibal, Missouri home to Mark Twain, but also the mighty Mississippi. Ever find yourself curious to where everyone takes those artsy nature pictures at? Well, look no more. To start off this entertainment segment, I, Reagan Dunn, am here to provide you with a look-in on the best places to sightsee in Hannibal, Missouri. The first stop is located right down the road. It's Riverview. Established in 1909, drive down to enjoy the 465 acres of forested land and scenic river views, hence the name Riverview. This nature park has a variety of amenities like shelters, picnic tables, a playground, restrooms, many trails, but it includes so much more. This park includes 3 overlooks with retaining walls, a concrete stairway, the statue of Mark Twain from 1913, and the memorial stone and plaque to top it off. This park is now on the list of the U.S. Historical Registers of Historical Places. Go check it out. Our next lookout also shows a scenic view of the Mississippi River. The Mark Twain Memorial Lighthouse is under construction for renovations that should soon end this summer. As it was built in 1935 as a memorial for Mark Twain's 100th birthday, the lighthouse tells a story of the history the location has been through. This lighthouse sits on top of 10 acres of park on top of Cardiff Hill. This was a play area of Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn, and their friends. This lighthouse overlooks downtown Hannibal. Are you ready to take on the 244 steps it takes to get to the top? Lover's Leap is a well-known location to all. Another view to overlook the river. This location became known as it is today based on a myth of 2 Indian lovers jumping over the cliff together to never be separated. This 5 acres of land is built on top of a bluff overlooking Hannibal, the Mississippi River, and many miles into Illinois. Here's another historical piece of land everyone should check out. Screaming Johnny's is located past the Hannibal Hospital on Shin Lane. This old, abandoned church holds a dark local tale, one consisting of a young boy tragically dying in this church. Apparently, his screams can still be heard coming from inside of this Bear Creek Baptist Church. Think you won't hear the screams? Try it out for yourself, but please, be careful. Let's tune in back to campus and take a look at the nature trail located behind the CMC building and Lewis and Brown Hall. This 1-mile trail goes behind the dorms, includes a waterfall, an abandoned building, the bluffs, and many pretty nature views. Interested in seeing these sights for yourself? Well, grab a bottle of water and a friend and take on those stairs. Stay tuned for another entertainment story with me, Reagan Dunn. Hey guys, are you stressing out for finals? Well, don't. Fellow HLGU students explain their survival to finals week and the stress that comes with it. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? Graduating softball player Brianna Springer explains how she plans on making it through her last HLGU finals week.
So, I'm not going to lie, I'm not really too stressed about my finals this week, but I am looking forward to midnight breakfast and the ice cream social and finals feasts that are coming up. there'll be some good times to take a break from the studying that I do need to do. I usually drink some V8 energies. They are a good source of energy for myself and keep me alert and studying.
Senior Hannah Donahoe agrees.
How I go about studying for any of my classes kind of varies based on the subject. Being a double major in art and Christian studies, it requires two very different sides of your brain. I'm a nerd and I love note cards. I love making note cards. One thing that kind of helps keep me sane while I'm making thousands of note cards throughout the semester is just like doing them while I'm watching Netflix. And like a show that I've seen 100 times, but just enough to keep my mind like not completely on it, but enough on it that I can like remember and recall the information.
One thing Donahoe keeps in mind, the break is only days away.
I'm one of those people, I'm just like, just gotta buckle down and just be miserable for the next week and a half and then just treat myself afterwards. One piece of advice I have for everyone is always back up your papers. Do it. You think it's not gonna happen to you, and then it does.
Finals week begins Monday, April 29th and will conclude on Wednesday, May 1st. Here are some tips to remember when studying for finals from your Channel 8 news and sports anchors.
So for our first tip, we find it really important that you give your mind a rest and take consistent breaks when you're doing your studying.
Alright, so for our second tip, we recommend that you find somewhere quiet to study, whether that's in the library or in a nice coffee shop or even the student center.
For our next tip, we recommend that you change up your study locations so that you don't run into consistent distractions.
Alright, for our fourth study tip, we recommend that you go grab coffee with a friend or you just go spend some time with friends to get your mind off the work that you have to do.
For our last tip, just remember finals are not everything. Just give it everything you got.
That's all for entertainment. Tune in to Grant Geppert for sports after this short commercial break.
Stop. Let's make excellent happen. The new year is here. New year, new you, new balance.
The Hannibal LaGrange Trojans baseball team's regular season has finally come to a close for the 2018-2019 school year. The Trojans, led by head coach Ben Strother, were able to squeeze 50 games onto the schedule despite some tough breaks with the weather. They also had trouble getting onto their home field. This was due to complications with the infield dirt, and the Trojans had no choice but to play on the road for an overwhelming amount of their season. However, the team put together the best regular season since Coach Strother took over the program. The baseball team managed to improve their record from the previous year. They ended up winning 20 games this season. This gave them a winning percentage of 40%, being enough to qualify them for this year's NCCAA tournament, after recently becoming co-affiliated in this conference this past school year. The JV team has also wrapped up their season. They had 2 wins, 12 losses, and 1 tie. Enjoy some of these highlights from their season. Stay tuned as we interview pitcher VJ Vincent and sit down with Chet Merritt and discuss his historic season. Redshirt junior VJ Vincent explains his personal look on the team's accomplishments and some of his favorite moments from this season.
So the 20-win thing, I think, is a big step for the program. In the 4 years I've been here, we've consistently increased wins every year, but this year was the first year where it felt different, where we took care of the games that we could take care of, and then we also competed with a lot of the teams that are considered better than us in receiving votes and top 25 and all that stuff. I think overall the team is in a much better position for the future, and with guys that we will have coming in and what we have developing now in the program. The NCCAA tournament definitely for the program is a big step. I don't remember the exact year, but it's been a while since the baseball team's actually played in any postseason games. So I think finally this is just more experience for guys. I think next year we're set up well to go to our conference tournament, and I think this NCCAA regional playoff game that we play is just going to be better experience for the guys that will come back, and we'll be able to succeed in the situations that we have next year in big games. Favorite moments of this year, let's see. Earning a ton of nicknames was pretty good, being called the Puma, Workhorse, all those things. Bus rides, usually pretty fun. It really surprises me some guys can just fall asleep in 15 minutes and be out for the whole ride. Wish I had that skill. I like just messing around with the guys in the dugout, having a good time. Sometimes we can get a little crazy, and at the same time we're just trying to have fun and play a kid's game and play like we're 12 years old.
Senior Chet Merritt continues to stay humble as the team prepares for postseason play.
Explain to me how important it is to the program that the Trojans got 20 wins this year.
It's pretty good accomplishment knowing where the team's been the past couple of years, and being able to come in here for 2 years, being a JUCO transfer, and be a part of it and turn the program around and make it go in the right direction. It's a good feeling, and hopefully we can get more guys to come in here and repeat the same thing and keep the team afloat. And
being a 2-year guy here for the program, how important is it to you that you and the team clinched the NCCAA tournament?
It's a good feeling to be in postseason play and give our school a representation in the NCCAA. This is something that we were accomplishing or looking to accomplish at the beginning of the season, and knowing that we came down to the last week of the season and we won 5 games straight to get us to this point, it's a good feeling, and like I said, hopefully it gets our program going in the right direction and we can do this year in and year out.
So for those of you that don't know that are sitting at home, Mr. Chet here, he's kind of a big shot around here. He ended up breaking a record here in our last series. Can you kind of tell us about that?
Yeah, I was totally unaware, and it was in the second game of the 3-game series against Curly's Ridge, and I got to first base on an infield single, and I was told that I had just broken a school record for most hits in a single season, and it was shocking, but it was a great accomplishment, and I just wanted to leave my mark here on the school, and I feel like this was one way to do it. Definitely. Like I said, I was shocked at first, and then it kind of, once I went back out on defense, it kind of set in, and I was like, this is kind of a pretty impressive accomplishment, and the record stood for about 20 years, and I found that out after the games. But after hearing that and being able to have my name here in Hannibal LaGrange University for hopefully stand for a while here, just like the last record holder did.
Good deal. Yep. So nice sitting here with you. I appreciate you coming out.
Thanks for having me.
That's all for sports. Stay tuned for our segment tomorrow over what's next for HLGU baseball.
Thanks for joining us here at Channel 8 News in Hannibal. I'm Eric Rickey.
I'm Reagan Dunn.
And I'm Grant Gepper.
That's it for now.